everyone, I am back. I know it has been a long time. So long, in fact, that the last time you saw me, I didn't have this bling. Yes, I got engaged. Me and my fiance got engaged, and I'm very excited to be in the midst of wedding planning right now. Our wedding is going to be next year. I'm very excited about that, but that has complicated things when it comes to making sure I can film for Etsy YouTube videos, and so I have been way behind when it comes to filming for you guys, but I promise I'm getting back on top of things. I want to show you this exciting haul, and then I also have a very exciting announcement at the end, so make sure and stay tuned. But first, let's talk about thrifting. So I did get some footage recently from thrifting at the Volunteer Store of America. This is in Pickerington, and I went and picked up a few things. I was actually pretty surprised how bare the shelves were. I feel like it got really picked over, and this was a Tuesday, and I feel like I've heard that Tuesdays are the day where a lot of the thrift stores bring out their new stuff, so I think resellers just hit the store really hard early on Tuesday, and I went on Tuesday afternoon after work, and it just felt like I was getting what was left over. I did pick up a few different pieces, as you saw in those clips there, but I can show you them again, including this bamboo and like wicker tray. It might be more like the rattan, I think. I don't know exactly how they describe it or how it's pronounced, but I just really like this for staging specifically, and this is kind of tied to my announcement, but I will be needing to do a lot more staging coming up here soon, potentially. And then I also got these two items, this like Tennessee Mud Jack Daniels mug, and then this little jug that just says milk. I feel like these are perfect for fall, and that's what I'm kind of focusing on when it comes to my recent drops. I did just have my first fall drop, which went really well, but I have a whole bunch more to list, and that's what I'm showing you guys in this video. This is just like basically my doom pile right now. I am trying to get on top of it, but I am definitely behind. Some of this stuff will be coming in future drops, so it's not going to drop right away, but most of it just needs to get listed as soon as possible. Starting us off, obviously the stuff that I showed you, the little tray, that's not going to get listed on Etsy unless somebody desperately wants it. But as for right now, that's just going to be for staging. The mug, I think I'll go ahead and list, but the little jug, I kind of want to save that for my next drop, which is also fall. It's Falling For You Part 2, and that's going to be on September 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern. So the rest of this stuff is all just going to come whenever I can get it listed, or it's going to be tied to a specific drop. So the first thing is these really cute floral salt and pepper shakers. My mom picked these up from like a yard sale, and they've just been sitting on a shelf for like the past month and a half maybe, so I just need to really get these listed. But yeah, they're just like little cute salt and pepper shakers. They're a little faded, but I still think they are worth listing on Etsy, because I have sold lots and lots of salt and pepper shakers. People love to collect those and get all sorts of different styles of those. All right, let's just run through this because there is a million things. So first up, we got this little dish that's like a trinket dish thing, and it's got these beautiful butterflies on it. I love it. I don't know if it was initially supposed to have a lid on it or not, or what it would serve as, but I just love selling these little trinket dishes. Like, you can put your jewelry in there, you can put little things from the bathroom in there, you know, to help organize on like your countertop and just make it look pretty in the process. So I love to add this little stuff to my Etsy shop, and anything with butterflies does really well. Anything vintage with butterflies does well. Butterflies, flowers, kind of. Butterflies and strawberries are like the top two pattern things for me when it comes to people shopping on my Etsy. All right, next up, speaking of butterflies, I found this beautiful butterfly pin. And crazy story, so my dad is a pastor, and somebody unfortunately passed away unexpectedly in his church, and he left all of his estate to the church, including everything in his house. And he had lots and lots of really awesome vintage. And so I am partnering with the church to help sell some of the stuff that he left from his estate, and then that money can go back to the church to help support their children's programs and just different things that they do in the community, which I think is super cool. And so I've already listed quite a bit of that, but this is one thing that was in his house, and so I need to get that listed. And there might be a couple more things in this. I don't think so. There's nothing left in this haul that's from his house, but there'll be a few more things coming in future drops, like Christmas stuff that is from his collection. I just thought that was really awesome. Obviously a tragedy that somebody passes unexpectedly, but really cool that he left all of that stuff to the church to help support the church in the future. So I'm really happy to help in that way as well, and honor his legacy. Okay, next up is another cool thing that my mom found, which is these vintage kind of like old iron salt and pepper shakers. And they have Abraham Lincoln on it and just says Land of Lincoln. So they're like Illinois souvenirs basically. So these should already be listed by the time that this video comes out, because I was just taking pictures of them the other day. So that should be out for everybody if you are interested in them, if they haven't sold already. Another thing that's kind of mustard yellow is these beautiful plates. These are Williams Sonoma plates, and they're hand painted in Italy, and I just think they were so beautiful. I got them from Goodwill, and they were initially listed at $3.99, but it was a 50% off color, and so I only got them for, you know, basically $2. So that was really nice. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go ahead and add these, because even though they have what looks to be kind of like a Christmas holly with the berries, because it's a yellow color, I think I'm going to go ahead and add them, because it won't really go with my Christmas themed drop, which will be in November. I do have a winter collection that's also going to come in December, but the yellow is not going to go with that either. So that's all going to be like whites, blues, and like light blue icy type stuff. So that I feel like can just be added now. So that might be listed by the time this video is up, but most of this stuff should be listed in the next few days, I would say, by the time that this video comes out. The next thing is this really cool milk glass cup. This is kind of the Indiana glass king's thumbprint design. I've never seen it in milk glass before, so I don't actually know for sure if this is from the Indiana Glass Company, but I sell Indiana Glass Company stuff all the time. People seem to eat that stuff up, particularly the amber glass, because it's just so beautiful, and I think it also photographs so well that it just translates really well on Etsy when people are scrolling through. But milk glass sells for me decently. It's kind of fallen off a bit, so I really haven't been picking it up a lot recently, but my aunt found this cup for me and gave it to me. She found it at a yard sale, so it was free, and I was like, I'll take it and list it and see if I can get anything from it. I don't know. But since I have sold sets of these before, this particular pattern and design, I'll try my best to see if anyone's interested in the milk glass pattern. But just have one of these cups, don't have a whole set. But this is probably going to be coming in that winter magic drop that I was talking about, which is going to be like the whites and the blues. I think that drop is going to be very aesthetically pleasing, so I'm very excited to put that one together. But this is going to be one of the pieces in that drop. Okay, next up, these will probably be coming sooner rather than later. These are just another set of like milk glass little bowls. This was actually from a thrift store up near my sister, which I think I did a video about not that long ago, maybe towards the end of last year, but they every once in a while do a big sale. It's run by a church, and they do a sale where everything in the store is 25 cents. And I have gotten a lot of stuff from them before when they do that, and like they have really quality stuff. So she got me these two bowls, and then another thing she got me from the same sale was this really beautiful set. So this is just like a really cool, almost like a tea type of set. And this is actually from a company in England, and they have a beautiful stamp on the back you can see here. I think that's upright for you guys. Hopefully I have that. I can't, it's Royal Winston, I think is what it says. I need to look it up for sure. Royal Winton is what it says, made in England. You can read this one better. But yeah, I just thought the floral pattern was gorgeous. It looks so beautiful on camera. So I'm excited to add these to Etsy very soon. As you can see, that's what it looks like when it's all together. So it's just like cream and sugar, I think. Beautiful. So believe it or not, she also got that set for 25 cents. So those 2 bowls, 25 cents, and that set for 25 cents. That thrift store is a gem. Anytime they do those sales, I'm like, I will be there immediately. Another thing that my mom picked up for me was these set of metal coasters that have like, I believe geese or duck on them. I think it's ducks. Just really cool that they're metal. I already did the little video of these not that long ago, like a little reel showing what metal coasters look like, and it did pretty well. So I just need to get these listed. I don't think I can get very much from them, but they're very lightweight, so they're not going to be very expensive to ship out. Now, something that I found while I was at a vintage market was this really cool set of crystal/glass coasters. These are all different types of coasters, so I don't think they initially all went together, but I'm still gonna sell them as a set because it's just kind of an assortment of like 2, 2, 2. And then it has this beautiful like silver metal holder. I love the holder. Look at the little feet on the holder. It's so pretty. And it's got beautiful patina on it. So this is something I picked up, I think it was $5. And so I'm very excited to add something like this, which is a true vintage piece to my Etsy. Something my fiance picked up for me was this really cute container. It's just a little container, and it's got some trees, a moose, and a bear on it. He loves the outdoorsy type of stuff, and he was like, you should do a whole outdoor themed like drop, and I think I will definitely consider that for next year's drops themes. I will probably add that to the list because I thought that was such a really cute idea. So I may do that, but I'll still go ahead and list this now. But I am inspired for next year for sure. Some more things that my mom found for me when she was yard sailing. She found this really cute dog. I think these are these terriers? I can't remember. I'm bad with dog breeds, but it reminds me of like the dogs that are in the old Disney movies. I can't remember if it's the Aristocats or 101 Dalmatians that you can find one of these dogs. It's like the English dog is what I'm thinking. And then there's also this little thing that also has it on it. And I don't know what this is, if it's supposed to be like a tea bag holder or something else. You can let me know if you know exactly what this is. I'll have to do some research on it. But I just think it's very cute, especially this beautiful blue trinket figurine. Very cool. All right, and then the last thing that I have to show you guys today is just this really cool oval crystal bowl. It's got lots and lots of detail on it. Another thing that my mom found for me at a yard sale. I usually don't pick up too much of the crystal stuff because some of it just sits and just never sells, but sometimes it surprises you and does sell. So I never know what to think anymore about the crystal and the glass, but because this one was so intricately designed and had so much detail, I feel like it'll do well because it'll translate well in pictures. Most of the time the clear glass stuff just doesn't pop in pictures, and that's why I avoid it. And also you just can't fetch a good price for most of it. But I think this will look really pretty all styled up. Alright guys, so that is the gist of that haul. I know that was a lot, but I hope you enjoyed seeing what is coming to Etsy or what has already hit my Etsy in the next coming days. I also am planning to try and make a midweek upload a normal thing for my YouTube. Weekends have become super busy for me because I'm actually currently training for a half marathon, which I'm running in October. I know, crazy, but I am very excited about that, and so I am training for that, and my long runs are always on Saturday, and previously Saturday was the day that I would try and upload my new YouTube video and work on that, but I just have not been home on Saturdays most of the day. I'm just out and about and running my butt off a little bit, but I'm gonna try and make Wednesday or Tuesday kind of a main day when I post here on YouTube, and hopefully we'll be back to a weekly schedule starting right now. Well, as promised, I know I said I had a big announcement. Basically, I am applying to be a vendor at an antique mall. This is kind of an antique slash crafter slash vintage mall. It's got a lot of different things in it, but most of the sellers sell vintage and antiques. And I am very excited because I've thought about this for a very long time, but finally just decided to bite the bullet and apply. So I'm planning to put my application in and get my pictures and everything submitted. It's like a jury application to this place, which is only about 15 minutes from where I currently live. And so I'm very excited about that. And that's why I said I'll be doing a lot more staging coming up if I do end up getting that booth. And believe me, I will document all of that here on YouTube and on my social media. Make sure and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are usually down below in the description. Also, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any further videos. And as always, you can check out my Etsy shop in the description as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye!